CentreCourt is a land developer. We develop high-rise residential condominiums, and we've been scaling a lot. So over the past 3 years that I've been here, grown from about 15 employees in size to over 50. We're working on 5 different projects under construction right now and about 4 in pre-development. And Jonas has been a big help in terms of being able to scale that quickly. Before we implemented Premier, we were using a very rudimentary system, and it was very haphazard. There was a lot of additional work that had to be done, and there was also no workflow approvals or anything of the sort, so everything was very paper intensive in terms of getting all the invoices approved. The main goal when we were doing the transition was to implement a system that would allow us to go paperless, which Jonas has mostly done, so that's been a big help. So the executive team has really been happy in terms of the enhanced controls as well, and just being able to see the updates on the job cost in real time as they're approving invoices, as they're approving change orders and subcontracts. Just being able to see that information right away is very helpful to the end users, to the VP of construction, for example, to the project managers. They can see everything and not run into issues where certain things may be approved but not reflected in the system yet, and all of that stuff. So this just makes the process a lot more streamlined and a lot more efficient. The drill down functionality is really helpful. A lot of times there will be certain costs that are captured in a cost code and that we don't necessarily remember what it relates to because it might have happened a year or 2 ago, and just being able to drill down to it and in a few clicks to see the source document, the invoice, it's very useful and makes the process a lot more efficient. Whereas compared to previously, we would have to file those invoices and then it'd get lost in the storage room and it would take days to find something. Now everything is on the cloud and it's easily accessible within a few clicks, and that's really helpful. I think it's really important to consider the people behind the product when you're evaluating which software or ERP system you go with, mainly because you'll be in contact with those people on a regular basis, and you want to have the opportunity to talk to people who are responsive, who know what they're doing, and who are really helpful and professional. And that has been our experience with Jonas so far. Having a dedicated customer service representative who's been assigned to our account and who typically responds in less than a day is really helpful, and it helps get the process moving along when there's a hiccup. In addition, it's very important in the initial implementation phase because a big part of why the implementation process succeeds or fails is the training and the implementation that's done up front. And having a very structured training program and having one-on-one sessions with Jonas representatives was very helpful to ensure that we have all the knowledge and understanding that we need in order to configure the system correctly up front, so that we don't have any issues months after the implementation process. So what I really like about Jonas is the fact that there is a continuous improvement theme. It's kind of similar as to what we do here at CentreCourt. We're never happy with status quo, and we never really settle for just an average result. We're always trying to achieve more, and I feel like Jonas does the same. Since we implemented Jonas over 2 years ago, there have been a number of different functionality improvements that have been implemented and that have had a very big transformative impact. And I really appreciate that Jonas takes the time to listen to its customers and take their feedback into consideration, whether it be through various surveys that they do or just being able to reach out to their senior team and provide opinions, and knowing that those will be considered is really something that's good and that's appreciated. Being able to access the system from home or from your mobile device and being able to approve change orders and subcontracts through a mobile device, it's amazing, really. And a lot of people in our office are extremely busy. They're on the go. I can imagine project managers, VP of construction, those types of individuals are frequently on site. They're not in the office a lot of the time. So when something is very urgent, then being able to access it on the phone as opposed to having to find a computer to log into the system is great. So I would definitely recommend Premier to other land developers. If I had to summarize Premier in one word, I would say it's been a game changer for us. It has helped us scale a lot. It has helped us ensure that there are adequate controls in the system, and it has helped us streamline a lot of our processes, including approval of invoices, subcontracts, and change orders. And it has helped us analyze the data in a lot more timely manner than we would have previously.